Welcome to this installment of DEI Garage Installation Series. This video will show you the right way and some tips and tricks on wrapping a header with our titanium exhaust wrap. When installing titanium, a few things are different than glass fiber wraps. With titanium, you do not need to wet the wrap prior to install. The material is much more flexible than glass fiber wraps, so wetting is not needed. A few tools you will need to complete the install are eye protection, gloves, metal clippers for installing and trimming locking ties, scissors for trimming the wrap, and a flathead screwdriver to aid in the locking ties install. Begin by looping the wrap around the pipe you're going to start with, and get a ballpark figure of how many times the wrap will go around that length of pipe. Do this by keeping about a 1/4 inch of overlap in mind as you count. When you get the number of loops it's going to take, count out that many loops in your hand. Give yourself extra to be sure you have a long enough piece. You can always trim excess at the end. Loosely wrap around the pipe. We call this priming. This will help by not having a long loose piece of wrap you have to feed around the pipe every revolution. Make sure when doing this the sewn edge of the wrap is facing the collector. To start the wrap, fold over one edge on a 45-degree angle to help anchor the wrap and prevent unraveling. Start the first revolution by overlapping the entire end and pulling tight the next revolution of wrap. Continue to tighten each revolution of wrap with a 1/4 inch overlap in mind. After you get a revolution or two done, the wrap should feel anchored and you can continue to wrap the pipe. When you get to curves in the pipe, you will use more material on the outside of the curve than on the inside. Just try to maintain that 1/4 inch overlap on the outside and you will get a tight wrap. When you get to an area where the pipes are very close together, it helps to pull backwards a little bit to get that wrap in that tight spot. Continue the same process to finish the pipes. When getting to the end of the individual pipe, trim off any excess wrap and or loose ends with scissors. To finish off the end, fold in both corners of the wrap and then fold over the end to make a flat edge. Hold this tight down to the pipe. Install the stainless steel locking tie around the pipe and wrap and pull it tight by holding your thumb on the locking mechanism and pull the other end of the tie with the other hand. Trim the excess tie and leave yourself about 1 inch. To give it a nice finished look, fold over the tie end inward, then push down against the locking mechanism. This will get rid of any exposed sharp edges. Continue to wrap other pipes the exact same way. When wrapping the collector and the last pipe, we recommend doing that all in one wrap for a more professional look. You can wrap all pipes individually and collectors separately, and the performance of the wrap will still be the same. Measure the length of the wrap needed the same way as the other pipes. Just remember you will need more wrap around the collector than around just one pipe. So do your measurements separately and then add them together. To wrap the collector, once again, prime the pipe with the sewn edge facing the collector. Start at the collector and anchor the wrap using the folded over method on the edge. You can temporarily anchor this end with a plastic zip tie to hold it tight until you're done wrapping. But remember to remove that tie when you are finished. When you get to where all the pipes come together, you will have a looser fit. This is natural and can be fixed by folding the loose wrap and securing it with a locking tie. Once you get the collector completely wrapped and get to the final pipe, overlap the first revolution on the single pipe with the collector wrap. This will give a nice overlap of the wrap. Finish the pipe the same way as the others and secure the end with a locking tie. To completely secure the collector end, we do recommend using a locking tie to secure that end of the header. Taking your time to ensure a tight wrap and maintaining a 1/4 inch overlap will give you a clean, professional result.